Welcome you all for the automata theory class. So last class we seen with the GNF form and construction of a PDA. So today we'll see with the things how you can say that the given PDA is deterministic or non-deterministic. Okay, so mainly you are concentrating on two conditions. So first condition what it states that for every combination of values there should be only one transition. For example, if you are having a state q naught, input is a and on z naught, your resulting transition is what? Q naught a z naught. For this way, for every combination the resulting transition is only one. For example, q naught a z naught, you got what? Q naught a z naught. It is the only one transition. Suppose if you got one more transition with q1 epsilon, then what happens? For the same transition you are getting multiple outputs. At that time it is not valid. So first condition what it states that for every combination of values there should be only one transition output. Okay, that is the first condition. And second condition what it states that when you are on a particular state, the stack value is z naught. When you are not having any string to consume, when you are reading epsilon symbol, the resulting value is what? Final state with the z naught on the stack. Okay, next, suppose this is the case for the same state when you are reading the empty symbol with the stack value z naught, there should not be any other transition. For example, if you are having q naught epsilon z naught equal to q1 z naught, okay, q naught epsilon z naught equal to q1 z naught, what it indicates? You are not having any string to read and your stack value is empty, remained with z naught value. Okay, if this is the case, if what happens, you are having q naught a z naught at the same condition, what happens? You are resulting q naught a z naught, but what happens here? There is a conflict because q naught z naught you are reading epsilon. When you are reading epsilon symbol, there is no other transition should takes place for the same state on the stack as z naught, then only it is valid. If not, again this condition is failed. If both the conditions are satisfied, then we can say that it is deterministic. If any one condition fails, it is called as what? Non-deterministic push down automata. So we'll see an example. As I already told the first problem, WC W raised to R. So what are the transitions you got? Q naught A Z naught S, it is only one transition. Q naught B Z naught, one transition. Q naught AA, one transition. Q naught BB, one transition. Q naught AB, one. Q naught BA, one. Okay. Next, what happens? You are having Q1 AA. Q1 AA different, Q naught AA different. Okay. Then Q1 BB, again it is different. Okay, so for every combination you are having what? Only one transition, or every combination you are having only one transition, hence first condition is satisfied. Check out the second condition. When you are having a q1 symbol, when you are reading epsilon, when your stack value is z naught, there is no other transitions. Okay, keep in mind, when you are having stack value z naught, state q1, you are reading empty string and there is no other transition for any other input. Okay, you are having q1 on a, that is different because the stack is already you are having a, but when stack is z naught, when you are reading empty string, when you are on state q1, there is only one transition, hence there is no other transitions, hence second condition is also satisfied, hence the given PDA is deterministic. Okay, see there, hence the given condition is satisfied, the PDA is deterministic. This is the one type. Okay, how to prove that it is non-deterministic? See, one more problem I listed here. W, number of A is equal to number of B's. So what are the transitions you got? Q naught A Z naught, B Z naught, Q naught A, B B, A B, BA, Q naught epsilon Z naught. Okay, so first combination what it states that for every combination you are having only one transition. See here, A Z naught, B Z naught, A, B B, A B, B A, epsilon Z naught. For every combination you are having only one, hence first condition is satisfied. See the second condition, when you are having a stack value z naught, you are on a state q naught, you are reading empty string, again you are having a multiple transitions. Q naught z naught, already you have transition for A and B, hence what happens? There should not be any transition, but here there is a transitions, hence the second condition is not satisfied, hence the given PDA is non-deterministic, hence the given condition is non-deterministic. Okay, so this is about deterministic and non-deterministic PDA. Okay, so if any one condition fails, then we can say that it is non-deterministic. Okay, so next we'll see with how we are converting our given grammar into CFG to PDA. Okay, however given grammar we are converting into PDA. Okay, so first step what it states that first you need to check whether your given grammar is in GNF form or not. First step what you are checking whether given grammar is there in GNF form or not. If it is there, no issues. If not, you need to convert the grammar into GNF form. Second step, what happens? You need to write the first transition, that is Q naught epsilon Z naught equal to Q1 S Z naught. So this, keep in mind, this is same for all the problems. Q naught epsilon Z naught equal to Q1 S Z naught. Initially you are pushing starting symbol on the stack. Third step what happens, so for every productions how you are writing, for example, if you are having A implies capital A implies small a alpha, how you can be delta q1 comma small a comma capital A equal to q1 comma alpha. So this form you need to write all the productions. Okay, next last step, this is same for all the problems, delta q1 comma epsilon comma z naught equal to qf z naught. See here, second and fourth step remains same for all the problems, only third step you need to work on. Okay, first step it is in GNF form, no issues. If not, you need to convert. So see here, you are having a problem. S implies ABA, BAB, A implies ABB, B implies BBA, C implies. See here, all S you are having a small letter followed by uppercase letter, A also, B also, but C is having which production? Unit production. Already you know how to remove unit production. First step is what? You need to check for GNF form. Apart from C, all other GNF forms. Hence you need to convert C into GNF form. How you are converting? You are substituting U value to C. So C becomes what? A, B, B and B. So again C is also converted into GNF form. Next you need to move to the second step. Second step is what? Delta Q naught epsilon Z naught equal to Q1 S Z naught. This is same for all the problems. Next what happens? You need to read individually. How many productions you are having? S you are having 2, A you are having 2, B you are having 1, C again you are having 2. So for everything how you are writing? S implies ABA, how you write? Delta Q1 comma A comma S equal to what? See here. So here you need to write Q1 as it is. Next, what is the left hand side variable you are having? Yes. So that is your stack symbol. Next, right hand side, you are, what is terminal you are having? A. That will be in the middle. Equal to, again you are having what? Q1. And here you need to write the remaining uppercase letter. What is the remaining uppercase letter on right hand side? BA. Similarly, BAB, what happens? Q1 BS, Q1 AB. Like this way, for all the transitions you need to write. Okay. Then finally, you need to write the last transition is what? Delta Q1 epsilon Z naught equal to QF Z naught. So this is how you are converting your CFG to push-down automata. Okay. So this is the one form of problem, most easiest problems of this. Next we'll see with how you are converting PDA to CFG. Okay, how you are converting PDA to CFG. So we'll see in detail. Okay, how you are converting PDA to CFG. Okay, how you are converting PDA to CFG. So see here, you are having a problem what? Q naught BZ, Q naught BZ. So like this way, how you can convert. Okay. So one thing I will be telling, simple tactic. So see here, Q1 epsilon, Q naught AB, Q1 epsilon, Q1 AB, Q1 epsilon, Q1 epsilon Z equal to Q2 epsilon. So these transitions, if you are having this form, how you can write? See here, delta Q naught AB equal to Q1 epsilon. How you can write? You need to write in the triplet form. Q naught, left hand side state, followed by stack symbol B, followed by right hand side state. Q naught B Q1 implies input is what? A. So that should be coming onto the right side. Okay. Similarly, Q naught epsilon Z equal to Q2 epsilon. How you can write? Q naught Z Q2 implies epsilon. Okay. Next, one more you are having what? Q1 AB. Q1 AB. How you can write? Q1 B Q1 implies A. Okay, like this way you are writing. Okay, next, so these three you are converting into this form. Next, remaining uppercase, how you can convert? BZ AZ. So here you are having a two methods, you are having a multiple steps. How you can write? Keep in mind how many states you are having: Q naught, Q1, Q2. Hence you need to generate three combinations for each. How you can generate? Based on the number of states, number of combinations you need to generate. See here, Q naught BZ equal to what? Q naught BZ. Okay, how you can write? q naught z q naught q naught z q1 q naught z q2. So totally how many combinations? 3 combinations. Okay, 3 combinations. Next, again in the middle, again you need to have multiple combinations. See here, your what is the input you are having? B. If you are having input, write input. If you are not having epsilon, don't write anything. Okay, you are having what? B. B you are writing as it is, implies B. Next here, see here left hand side what you need to write? Q naught as it is, followed by right hand side what is the first letter? B. B followed by this combination q naught, again your q naught z, last value is q naught. See here in the middle, after B you are getting a small v, you are having what? Q naught. After Z again q naught. In the middle you are having what? Q naught. This is the first combination. Next, see here or B q naught. See here after capital B you are having q1 and last value is again q naught. Like this way, how many combinations you are having? So in the middle every combination value will be changed. Next one, q naught z q1. See here B q naught B q naught z q1. See here your initial is q naught q1 because your left hand side, see here q naught z q1. So in this combination again you are having 3. Like this way, for every combination you need to generate the 3 values. Okay, so this is how you are converting your quad-tree grammar into push down automata. Push down automata you are converting into CFG. Okay, push down automata you are converting into CFG, and at last what you are writing, you need to write the starting symbol. See here q naught z q2 is the starting symbol for the CFG. Q naught z q2 is the starting symbol of the CFG. So this is how you are converting push down automata to CFG. Okay, so we solved the problems on what today, deterministic or non-deterministic. Next, PDA to CFG, how you are converting. Next, CFG to PDA, how you are converting. Totally 3 methods we have seen. So if you have any doubts, we can discuss in the interaction class. Okay, so this completes your 3rd module. In the 4th module we will discuss regarding the theory. You are having hardly 2 types of problems, so that is the main. Next notes, 5th module you are having only theoretical concepts. Okay, if you have any doubts, so you can discuss in the interaction class. Thank you.